Pain point right here is advertising and marketing. All right, as far as charities go, a lot of times they get the butt end of marketing and advertising, and what I mean is there's not sufficient funding to advertise and to market. So what ends up happening is they just get these you got these 4 a.m. commercials basically. So when you have these commercials, they're not really doing much, not too many people are watching TV at 4 a.m. It's usually on something like, I don't know, some public channel like PBS or something. It's like Save the Dogs, which is great, don't get me wrong, but marketing can go a lot farther. And I think part of the issue with charities is nobody really knows who they are without marketing, all right? So what ends up happening is when they finally do get money, 100% of it is going to the actual cause. All right, so let's say we are using that dog shelter for example. All right, so they're using that money, they're putting it directly to the dogs, helping them get adopted, helping them get saved, or maybe vet services, things like that. All right, which is actually great. There's not really an issue with that, except that you're only getting 100% of people. Let's say you're only reaching 22,000 people, all right, which is still a lot of people. But let's say when a company is spending their funds, instead of putting all that money directly to the 22, okay, let me read that. So basically, instead of putting all of that money and the funding that they're getting into giving it straight into the organization, I think a better way to do that would be able to say, let's say we put only 50% of the funds that we're getting into the actual cause, all right? But what we do with the other 50% over here is we're going to put that into marketing, all right? So let's say we have somebody, and we got a videographer, we have somebody that does marketing, all right? And so what that'll do is spread a lot more awareness, so you get a lot more donations. So instead of maybe the 22,000, we're almost doubling it, and we're looking at 44,000 people. That is doubling the money coming in that you can give towards the cause, all right? So that's a big issue that we have, is a lot of these people are looking, oh, where is the money going in the charity? Why isn't it going directly to the cause? And what they don't realize, by doing that, they are hurting companies, they are hurting the charity, all right? If they were able to put money into things such as marketing and advertising and have top tier, you can get a lot farther. I mean, if you look at the Wounded Warrior Project and how much they put in, it's quite a bit. And they are one of the top ranking charities in the world. And a big part of that is because they take a lot of money and they take risk. And they're like, hey, I'm going to put this money towards advertising so we can have more awareness. Anybody that watches public television has probably seen a Wounded Warrior Project commercial at some point. So basically, long story short, one of the biggest pain points when it comes to charities is they are looked down upon for spending money on marketing, so they don't do it. So I think one thing that we need to do is do a mind change of, hey, we're able to take some of this money, put 50% of it, I mean, it doesn't have to be 50%, it can be any percent, but put a percentage into the actual cost, all right? And then put the rest towards something that's gonna help it build, all right? It's an investment, so put it into marketing.